The sun has risen. You are awake. This symmetry is not without meaning. Welcome to Night Vale. Listeners, I'm receiving word from the sheriff's secret police that Mayor Pamela Winchell has gone missing. After this morning's press conference, where she updated the media on standard mayoral news, stuff like her favorite kinds of rocks, and a demonstration on hatchet sharpening, she walked to her office and then disappeared. Trish Hidge, one of Winchell's staffers, said, "Mayors can disappear. It's not a big deal. She disappears all the time. She can fly and turn into a horse, too. It's perfectly within her rights as a mayor to turn invisible, to disintegrate into a thin cloud of imperceptible existence." Hidge continued, "In fact, I can disappear if I want to. Because I work for the mayor, I have all of the mayor's powers. I just don't use them all the time, out of respect for the mayor." When pressed by reporters to show her powers, Hidge reluctantly agreed, saying, "Just this once." And then standing in place, visibly straining, eyes bulging, cheeks reddening, there was a long, uncomfortable silence before Hidge said, "Well, I can't do it with everyone watching. Turn around, okay?" But then, before anyone could turn around, she vanished, leaving behind only a light, white puff like baby powder, a faint smell of olives, and an echoing voice that said, "No, wait, I got it, see?" If anyone has any information on the mayor's whereabouts, please contact the sheriff's secret police or just speak into any phone. They are all bugged, of course. The Night Vale Community Theater is proud to announce the opening of their long-awaited production of Once on This Island. The location and cast are a secret. Curtain is promptly at 8 o'clock, and those seeking autographs of cast members after the show should ask themselves why signatures are valuable and what that particular kind of transaction even means. The Night Vale Daily Journal has indicated their intention to review the musical as soon as they can find out where the performances are taking place. They are interrogating anyone who might provide them with the necessary information. I am, myself, an aficionado of the theater, having once played the role of Pippin in a high school production. The musical being produced was actually South Pacific, but our director had a real flair for experimental theater and felt the addition of characters from other famous plays would spice things up. He also hid dangerous traps all throughout the set in order to keep us on our toes. Oh, it was a wonderful couple of months, preparing for and performing in front of parents and friends, and those of us who were left at the end of it felt like we had truly been through something we would never forget, not even in the middle of the night, staring blankly into the darkness, sweaty, pallid, trembling. Students and seniors receive a 10% discount on all tickets to the hit musical. Here's a public service message to all the children in our audience. Children, the night sky may seem like a scary thing sometimes. And it is. It's a very scary thing. Look at the stars, twinkling silently. They are so far away that none of us will ever get to even the closest one. They are dead-eyed sigils of our own failures against distance and mortality. And behind them, just the void, that nothingness that is everything, that everything that is nothing. Even the blinking light of an airplane streaking across it does not seem to assuage the tiniest bit of its blackness, like throwing a single stray ember into the depths of a vast Arctic Ocean. And what if the void is not as void as we thought? What could be coming towards us out of the distance? Insentient asteroid with a chance trajectory? Sentient beings with a malicious trajectory? What good could come of this? What good, children, could come of any of this? Fear the night sky, children, and sleep tight in your beds and the inadequate shelters of blankets and parental love. Sleep sound, children. This has been our Children's Fun Fact Science Corner. More on our missing mayor. Listeners, this might be worse than I could have imagined. I'm receiving word that old woman Josie and a gentleman that may or may not be an angel friend of hers, depending on whether or not angels are real, or if they are real but aren't really friends with Josie, or not real but suddenly became real because Josie willed them into existence. However it is, Josie and her exceptionally tall, winged friend saw Mayor Winchell earlier this morning near the Moonlight All-Night Diner, talking to a man in an offensively cartoonish Native American headdress. Listeners, that is most certainly the Apache Tracker. And look, I don't know what he is up to, but everywhere he goes, nothing good happens. For instance, last time he went to the post office, they had to spend months cleaning the blood off the walls and hire who knows what kind of specialists to stop the disembodied screaming coming from every darkened corner. I mean, what kind of contractor even specializes in removing screams? Well, besides Shriektronics, of course. But they move their offices to several miles deep underground, and mostly just generate earthquakes for the government these days. The point is that the Apache Tracker, despite his recent unexplained transformation into a real Native American, is not who he claims to be, and is not a trustworthy individual. I can only fear the worst for Mayor Winchell. Old woman Josie said she saw the two in a heated discussion that culminated in the Apache Tracker opening a leather briefcase, which in turn released a thick cloud of black flies. More than you would think could fit into a normal-sized fly briefcase. The man with the insensitively feathered headdress then got into the backseat of a black sedan. Josie said she saw the driver clearly and recognized him, but could no longer remember any details about his face. Josie did not see where the mayor went, though, as her possible angel friend was spending a lot of time explaining why an unassisted triple play in baseball is so rare, and she got distracted because it seemed like a really important story, and she didn't want to seem rude. Listeners, we have contacted the sheriff's secret police. If you see this black sedan, the mayor, or have any other information, including light and citrusy dessert recipes for our upcoming special on fresh summer cuisine, please contact us immediately.